Welcome everyone. Today, I'm excited to show you my monthly budget spreadsheet that will help you take control of your finances and achieve your financial goals. In this video, I'll walk you through the different features of the spreadsheet and show you how to use it effectively. This spreadsheet includes 5 sheet tabs that cover everything you need to manage your money. The dashboard tab. This tab gives you a bird's eye view of your finances, showing your income, expenses, savings, and debts in one place. The income tab. This tab lets you input all your sources of income, such as salary, side hustles, and investments. The expenses tab. This tab allows you to track all your spending, from bills to entertainment. The savings tab. This tab helps you set and monitor your savings goals, whether you're saving for a down payment, a vacation, or an emergency fund. And lastly, the debts tab. This tab helps you keep track of your loans, credit card balances, and other debts so you can pay them off faster. By using this spreadsheet, you'll be able to see your financial situation clearly and make better decisions about your money. Before I start, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support and hope you'll find this video helpful. If you're interested in this spreadsheet, I have included the link in the description below. Your support means a lot, and thank you again for watching. Now that you've seen an overview of the monthly budget spreadsheet, let's dive into how to use the dashboard tab. At the top of the dashboard, you'll see where to input the month and the dates you're budgeting for. Simply click twice on this tab, choose the dates from the calendar that appears, and the spreadsheet will automatically update to show you the correct time frame. Below that, you'll see a cell where you choose and change the currency you want to use. This is connected to the entire sheet, so once you change the currency in this cell, the currency in the entire spreadsheet changes. This feature is especially useful if you want to use your local currency. Moving on to the middle section of the dashboard, you'll see 4 cells where the total income, total expenses, total savings, and total debts are displayed. These cells automatically update as you input your financial details in the other tabs. Finally, on the bottom section of the dashboard, you'll see cells where you can input the names of your sources of income, expenses, savings, and debts. These cells are connected to the income, expenses, savings, and debts tabs respectively. So you'll need to input the names once and they will automatically appear in the other tabs. For example, if you input the name of your salary in the income source cell on the dashboard, it will automatically appear in the income tab under the source of income column. The same goes for expenses, savings, and debts. This feature ensures consistency and accuracy across all tabs and saves you time and effort from having to input the same information multiple times. And there you have it. That's how you use the dashboard tab on the monthly budget spreadsheet. Now, let's move on to the income tab. The income tab is where you input and track all your sources of income and get an overview of your total income, deductions, and net income. Let's take a closer look at the different sections. At the bottom of the income tab, you'll see a table that includes several categories to input your income details. These categories are source of income, gross income, frequency, tax deductions, retirement contribution, other deductions, total deductions, and net income. Let's go through each category in detail. Starting with the source of income name column, this should already be filled out from the dashboard tab as we mentioned earlier. Moving on to the gross income column, this is where you input the total amount of income you receive before any deductions or taxes. At the bottom, you'll see the total gross income, which is automatically calculated. The frequency column is where you input how often you receive your income. Select daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, annually, or one time. The tax deductions column is where you input any taxes that are deducted from your gross income. At the bottom, you'll see the total tax deductions, which is automatically calculated. The retirement contribution column is where you input all contributions you make to your retirement account, such as a 401k or IRA. At the bottom, you'll see the total retirement contribution, which is automatically calculated. The other deductions column is where you input any other deductions from your gross income, such as health insurance premiums or union dues. At the bottom, you'll see the total other deductions, which is automatically calculated. The total deductions column is where you see the total amount of deductions from your gross income. This includes tax deductions, retirement contributions, and other deductions. This is automatically calculated based on the information you input in the previous columns. At the bottom, you'll see the sum of total deductions gross income, which is automatically calculated. Finally, the net income column is where you see the amount of income you have left after all the deductions. This is automatically calculated based on your gross income and total deductions and is important for budgeting and tracking your financial progress. At the bottom, you'll see the total net income, which is automatically calculated. Also, on the right-hand side of the table, you see the income percent contribution column that shows a visual representation of the percentage contribution of each source of income to your total income. This column uses bars to show the proportion of each source of income compared to others. At the top of the income tab, you see a table that shows the total gross income, total deductions, and total net income for all sources of income that you have entered. These cells update automatically as you add or modify details in the table below. On the charts, the donut chart shows a visual representation of your net income and deductions. The column chart next to it shows the frequency count of how often each source of income pays. Finally, the pie chart shows the income sources and their contribution to your total income. This chart helps you visualize which income sources are the most significant and which ones may need more attention in terms of budgeting. Once you have added all your sources of income, you'll move on to inputting your expenses on the Expenses tab. Now that we've covered how to use the Income tab, let's move on to the Expenses tab. The Expenses tab includes a table at the bottom of the tab where you enter all of your expenses. The table has several columns. These are Expense name. This column should already be filled out from the Dashboard tab. Category. Here, you can select the category that the expense falls under, such as housing or transportation. Expense date. enter the date of the expense. Budgeted amount, enter the amount of money you have budgeted for this expense. At the bottom, you'll see the total budgeted amount for the whole month, which is automatically calculated. Actual amount, enter the actual amount you spent on this expense. At the bottom, you'll see the total actual amount for the whole month, which is automatically calculated. Difference, this column will automatically show the difference between the budgeted amount and the actual amount. At the bottom, you'll see the total difference amount, which is automatically calculated. Frequency, here you select how often the expense occurs. Select daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, annually, or one time. Payment method, select the payment method you used for this expense. Select direct deposit, credit card, debit card, autopay, or cash. Payment date, enter the date you made the payment. Tax deductible, select yes or no, depending on whether the expense is tax deductible. Notes, use this column to add any additional notes about the expense. Now, let's move on to the top of the expenses tab. Here, a table that automatically updates as you add expenses to the table below. This table shows the total budgeted amount, total actual amount, amount left to spend. This will automatically appear. In addition, there is a column chart that shows the budgeted amount versus the actual amount. This chart helps you see how well you're sticking to your budget. Finally, there is a bar chart that shows your 5 highest monthly spending categories. This chart helps you identify areas where you might need to cut back on spending. And that's it for the expenses tab. In this section, we'll be talking about the savings tab. This tab allows you to keep track of your savings goals and progress towards achieving them. Let's take a look. At the bottom of the tab, you'll see a table with the following columns: savings name, target date, goal amount, starting balance, monthly contribution, interest rate, and current balance. The first column, the savings name, which you have already filled in from the dashboard tab. The second column is the target date, where you set a deadline for achieving your savings goal. The third column is goal amount, where you input the amount of money you want to save for each goal. At the bottom, you'll see the total goal amount, which is automatically calculated. The fourth column, starting balance, which you use to track your initial savings balance. At the bottom, you'll see the total starting balance, which is automatically calculated. The fifth column is monthly contribution, where you input the amount of money you plan to contribute each month towards your savings goal. At the bottom, you'll see the total monthly contribution, which is automatically calculated. The sixth column is interest rate, where you input the interest rate you expect to earn on your savings. Finally, the seventh column, current balance, which will automatically update based on your monthly contributions and interest earned. At the bottom, you'll see the total current balance, which is automatically calculated. There is also a progress column that includes bars to show your progress towards your savings goal over time. At the top of the tab, you'll find a pie chart that shows the amount of income you have saved. This chart is a great way to visualize how much progress you're making towards your savings. Next, there's a column chart that shows your goal amount versus your current balance, allowing you to see your progress towards your savings goals. Finally, there's a donut chart that shows the contribution of your savings across different categories. You can use this chart to see which savings goals you're making the most progress on and which ones might need a little more attention. That is all for the savings tab. Keep filling in the table with your savings goals and let the chart and graphs help you visualize your progress towards achieving them. On the Debts tab, start by navigating to the Debts tab on the bottom of the workbook. At the bottom of the page, you'll see a table that includes the following columns. Starting with the Debts name column, this should already be filled out from the Dashboard tab as we mentioned earlier. In the Original Balance column, enter the original amount you borrowed for the debt. At the bottom, you'll see the total original balance, which is automatically calculated. In the Current Balance column, enter the current balance of the debt. At the bottom, you'll see the total current balance, which is automatically calculated. In the Interest Rate column, enter the annual interest rate for the debt. In the Minimum Payment column, enter the minimum monthly payment requirement for the debt. At the bottom, you'll see the total minimum payment, which is automatically calculated. In the Payment Date column, enter the date on which you make your monthly payment for the debt. In the Payoff Date column, enter the date you plan to pay off the debt completely. In the Status column, enter the current status of the debt. Select Active or Paid Off. Additionally, there is a Notes column where you can add any additional notes or details about the debt that you want to keep track of. At the top of the page, you will see 3 charts. The pie chart. This chart shows the percentage of total debt payoff progress split by the percentage of each debt paid off. The bar chart. This chart shows the 5 debts with the highest monthly payments. The pie chart. This chart shows the distribution of your debts based on the current balance of each debt. That's it. With this information, you should be able to input details on the Debts tab and use the provided charts to better understand your debt situation. Congratulations! You have just learned how to use our monthly budget spreadsheet. With this tool, you can take control of your finances and achieve your financial goals. Thank you for choosing our monthly budget spreadsheet, and we wish you all the best in achieving your financial goals. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe.